Today we get an incredible sneak preview of Destiny 2.
And then we head over to Anime Expo to check out the Dragon Ball Super Puzzle Hunt.
Plus, we get an inside look at the Street Fighter Fight Club.
Ooh, and then we're finishing things off with an amazing go-kart in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Today on the IGN Show.
Welcome to the IGN Show. Today we talk Overwatch, Destiny, Zelda, Anime Expo, and so much more. But first, you guys keep talking about something cool you did at Anime Expo, some kind of scavenger hunt.
Well, we may have gone on the Dragon Ball Super Puzzle Hunt.
You guys find Shenron?
No!
Maybe. We became really good friends at least.
We really did. That's when I met Miranda for the first time, and forever we are intertwined our destinies.
Oh.
Yeah, teamwork. Yeah, so it's hundreds of fans running around the convention center trying to solve puzzles and search for the Dragon Balls in order to defeat the bad guy. Let's take a look.
We're here at Toei Animation's booth because we heard there is trouble
afoot.
So we're here for the Dragon Ball Super Puzzle Hunt to find the Dragon Balls once again because the future is in trouble.
Bulma said there are Dragon Balls in Anime Expo 2017. We're gonna find them and make a wish for Shenron.
I'm gonna ask for Yuri on Ice figures because the future can save itself. I think it's fine.
I'm trying to save the world. Look, we're saving the world that way.
I'm gonna do my own thing over here.
We're here.
We made it.
We made it.
But I'm gonna solve this puzzle first.
This is kind of complicated.
This is a little tough. I think we could use just maybe a little bit of help.
Find the corresponding piece here or up on the board.
All right, so we're starting here, and this piece
That's
starts
what-
with an S. It goes to the A, and it matches.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have a Y. I have the answer.
Me
I
too.
know it.
Oh, me too, obviously. We both do. It's Cyberman.
The answer is Saiyan. Haha.
Ah.
Oh man, you're already here.
Oh yeah. I already solved it. I'm not even gonna tell you it's Goku.
Thank you. Now up to the next puzzle. All right, I'm stumped. I don't know what to do here.
I think what we need to do is take these horizontal lines and write them on the vertical part.
Here, I got you. Teamwork?
Teamwork.
Some teamwork going on here.
Teamwork.
What's this?
Oh, we're friends now.
Oh, peace. Maybe like what's happening between us.
Oh.
These lines brought us together. Okay, but I have a different wish, so.
I just want to save the world with the Dragon Ball.
Yuri on Ice.
Save the world with Shenron.
Season 2. Oh, I'm so sorry, but also I'm not, and I'm confused because this is getting really hard.
It is.
And how are we supposed to find the Dragon Balls?
I don't know how many are.
And
We don't even have a radar.
Congrats on making it this far. Unfortunately, your journey's over.
Well, guess we're out of here, Miranda. Let's get out of here.
what? No way, we've got this. We can do this. Teamwork.
You're right. Well, if you're so smart, give this a read.
You know, you should really take better care of your program. Hey, I'm not done monologuing. Now, come on. No one ever waits to the end.
Whew, good job on giving that guy your pamphlet. as a
Oh,
scratch.
yeah.
All right, we've made it to Krillin. On our map, we have 3 shirts.
You do?
They match the shapes of the pants.
All right, let's do it.
First one is like this crown-looking thing, so right here, BA. Second is a circle.
TT.
Finally, a star. LE.
Ellie. Vitale.
Battle. Now we're at Whisk. This is the final puzzle until we can go find all the Dragon Balls.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we got some colors here. We got green, yellow, and blue, so P.
Okay.
P is pink, as you already solved.
Red and
the
white,
O.
red and white, black and white.
W. And then
Blue
blue.
and white is
E. And then
Orange.
red, yellow, R.
The R, it's power.
Fill out the last bit of this puzzle. Champ, together with our energy.
It's all about friendship and the energy you have together. You can save the world.
You could also get a season 2 of Yuri on Ice, but that'll probably happen anyway.
Save the world every time.
Every time, it should be.
We did it.
They say the best offense is a good defense, and nowhere is that more true than when I play Hanzo or Bastion on attack. Sorry, team. Well, to help you out, and maybe me out, here's Overwatch's lead designer, Jeff Kaplan, with some secrets for defense heroes.
Bastion is the character that has had the most ultimates in the game. At one point, he could shoot bouncing grenades. At another point, he could shoot through walls. At another point, he had a deployable mine that would deploy out from him, burrow in the ground, could not be targeted by enemies, and could be triggered at any time by Bastion to destroy and kill the enemy team. It was one of the most horrible ults ever in the game, and people hated it. Hanzo also has a great story behind him with his ultimate, the Spirit Dragon. A lot of times when we're prototyping abilities, we use temp placeholder art for things. So in the case of the Spirit Dragon, a designer named Mike Heiberg, who made Hanzo, created this series of spheres that were to represent the amount of space that the damage would do as the Spirit Dragon would move through. And I think it was about 4 of these big temp placeholder spheres. Well, it ended up that the spheres looked like a caterpillar. So whenever Hanzo would do his ult, everybody on the team would just scream out, "Oh no, caterpillar!" And it became known as the caterpillar. At one point, Junkrat, the core design was actually inspired more by that Hurt Locker suit, you know, that bomb detonation suit. And then it was Arnold Sang, he's our assistant art director, who really rethought the character. Instead of, you know, hey, here's this character who just protects himself in this big padded suit all the time. Isn't it kind of funnier if his hair is singed and it speaks more to who the character is? Mei used to be known as Frostbite. That was her internal name. The art was originally done by an artist named Justin Tavarat, and he had drawn this really amazing picture of this character that he called Frostbite. We didn't even know what she did. She just looked cool, and we thought having an Arctic character was really interesting. And then later, Arnold Sang refined the look of Mei and turned her into what she looks like now, and Jeff Goodman was the one who put all of the fun ice abilities on her. Torbjorn was named after a gentleman by the name of Torbjorn Malmer, who is on our team. Our art team had hired him and said, hey, we have this great artist who's gonna join our team. His name is Torbjorn. And I remember I was in a room with Chris Metzen and we looked at each other and we're like, that is the coolest name ever. Later, somebody told me that Torbjorn translates to Thor Bear, which made the name even cooler. In a previous game, we had this character called the Ranger. And the Ranger we dismantled into many other different heroes. One was the design behind 76. One was, believe it or not, the design behind Bastion because he had a deployable turret that he used to put out. And the final one was Widowmaker because he had the ability to use a grappling hook and a sniper rifle. And we just thought that was a really cool combo.
Coming up, we preview Destiny 2 and build one of the sickest go-karts you've ever seen in Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's amazing.
We were already super excited for the new Spider-Man game. Then when the new 9-minute gameplay trailer came out, fans were almost sent into a frenzy. So we went through the trailer, frame by frame, and found everything you may have missed.
The gameplay trailer for the PS4 exclusive Spider-Man game is packed with comic book references and lots of new web-slinging moves. Here are some things that we noticed and thought were the most intriguing. Let's start with the main villain that was featured, Mr. Negative. Peter Parker knows him as Martin Lee, a philanthropist who runs the local soup kitchen. But Lee has a split personality that manifests itself as Mr. Negative, who is super strong and can heal super fast, and can emit electric negative energy that he can turn into swords. His goal, to use his gang of nearly invulnerable inner demons to become Chinatown's kingpin of crime. But of course we know there's already a kingpin in New York City, William Fisk, who appears to be operating his criminal empire from prison and is fighting a turf war with Mr. Negative. You'll also spot a sign for Fisk Construction, showing that he appears to be a normal businessman to the public, but we know better than that. Here's another sign for the Daily Bugle, where Peter works as a photographer. Although in the comics when Mr. Negative appears, Peter has moved on to work as a scientist, so maybe we'll see some career growth in this game. But the sign that left us shook is the one that says Norman Osborn for mayor, meaning that we can expect to see Spider-Man's most maniacal enemy, the Green Goblin. Now remember, Marvel Games creative director Bill Roseman said they are telling new stories that aren't adapting any particular comic books. So we're getting new spins on familiar villains. Even the suit is brand new and unique to this game to emphasize this is an original take on Spider-Man for the PS4. But that doesn't mean there aren't signature Spider-Man elements like web combat and some acrobatics that are totally sick. There's also Spider Sense, which seems to work just like the alert, dodge, and attack system in the Batman Arkham games. That's not to say that this is an Arkham game with a Spider-Man skin. We've seen a bunch of stuff that's on brand for Spider-Man. He's heroic and funny, saving civilians while taking down bad guys and making sure to squeeze in a joke while doing it. New to his arsenal is this web trap that sets a motion sensor and when triggered fires a web to take out an enemy. We hear Spidey talking to a police captain Yuri Watanabe, who is an ally of his from the comics who helps in the fight against Mr. Negative and eventually becomes a superhero called Wraith. While originally hinted at with the presence of a minimap, it was confirmed at D23 that Spider-Man will be an open-world game, not unlike fan-favorite Spider-Man 2 from 2004. No word yet on pizza delivery missions. And finally, we get the mother of all stingers with the appearance of Miles Morales. He's the half-black, half-Hispanic Spider-Man from the alternate Ultimate Marvel Universe who gets spider powers and takes over in a red and black costume after Peter dies. He actually came over to the main Marvel Universe and now works to defend New York City while Peter is off stopping crime across the globe. Miles has 2 extra spider powers, the ability to activate natural camouflage and a Venom shock ability to stun enemies. We don't know if he'll be playable in the game, but if he is, he'll definitely have a different playstyle from Peter. For more on Spider-Man, stick with us at IGN.
Up next, we take a look inside the Street Fighter Fight Club, and later, we get our hands on the highly anticipated Destiny 2. For a special sneak preview.
Competitive gaming has gone from a small underground scene to a large worldwide phenomenon. Our esports stories give you a look inside that world and some of its most prolific characters. Check out Malik Forte's visit to Street Fighter Fight Club.
What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Malik Forte, and welcome to IGN's Esports Stories. This is a show where we take you around the States and the world for an up-close and personal look at the most prominent figures in competitive gaming. Alex Valle, known to the FGC as Cali Power or Mr. Street Fighter, has been around the scene since the mid-90s. Competing for over 2 decades, he's turned his passion into a business as he launched Level Up Production, which produces a weekly tournament stream. Alex Valle, man, what is up, dude?
Hey, man, how you doing, dude? Thanks for having me.
So, Alex, could you give us a typical Wednesday night here at the Esports Arena?
Tonight, Wednesday Night Fights, and every Wednesday Night Fights, we pretty much have all the popular fighting games. So you would come in, you would sign up, pay your venue fee, and then you go to each tournament director to enter each tournament, right? And the winner at the end, of course, top 3 gets paid out. It's like Fight Club, right. All right? If this is your first time playing competitive fighting games, or just come into Wednesday Night Fights, you must fight.
Right.
You must fight, and you're gonna fight one of us.
Would it be safe to say that if somebody goes 1v1 with Alex Valle today, they're gonna get bodied?
Oh, 100%.
Valle does it all for every single fighting game in the community. It's not just restricted to Street Fighter, but he's there whenever anybody needs him to stream. And Valle is an amazing spokesperson for the community. He's Mr. Street Fighter in America, but he's also an OG fighting game player, so he knows what he's talking about.
I like that you said OG. I feel like that's the perfect way to describe what he means to this scene.
I used to bug Alex Valle online almost every single day. I was like 16 at the time. Hey man, can you please play me? I want to level up. Hey man, every single day.
One of the strongest players ever in multiple games in different eras.
He's a mentor. I look up to his advice, you know, on everything, even outside of the game. Dude is a living legend.
When you're in this side of the court, you got to make sure the eye is on the prize. And this time it's not the prize money, it's the people. You got to make sure that they're there, they enjoy the experience, they're welcome to the FGC, and they're gonna come back.
At what point in your fighting game career did it click and you were like, you know what, I can make a business out of this?
It wasn't until the Street Fighter 4 series. There was a whole new generation of players. They're getting mopped up, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Instead of just me entering tournaments, I think I gotta like bring everybody with me, you know what I mean?
Right.
And start anew. And that's kind of like where I figured around 2009, 2010, where we need to level up the community. Playing fighting games organically next to each other, best feeling in the world.
Up next, get your light levels ready because we're going to show you everything we've learned about Destiny 2 during our visit to Bungie. But before that, here's some awesome cosplay.
Destiny 2 is right around the corner, but you don't have to wait until September to see the new Sentinel Titan subclass in action. Here's a sneak preview that we made just for you.
So the Sentinel is our new offering for Titans. It's our new Void subclass. So we talked a lot about it being like a versatile super where you have an implement that affords a lot of different approaches to combat.
As soon as they have like some sort of prop, as an effects artist, allows me to like make the prop the star.
I can throw my shield, I can guard with it, and so it gives you a bunch of different ways to use the same weapon. You're the vanguard. You're the aggressor that starts the fight. You toss your shield in from the other room. Shield Bash is the Void version of what was a shoulder charge in Destiny 1. When we look at the bubble's really powerful and it's really compelling to use.
What does this even look like? You know, this purple black hole swirly stuff on you.
Press and hold your super, and you'll actually create a Word of Dawn instead. Just in the heat of the moment, you can decide, this is the time, bubble time.
It's not as obvious as like, oh, he's on fire and he's got embers, you know, like that's a go-to thing.
So in Destiny 1, your guard was more impeding on your motion. You couldn't move very fast, you couldn't lift, and now we just kind of said, since the super is all about guarding, his guard isn't going to impede most of his motion.
We play the game every day, come back, take notes, play it again in the morning, come back, take notes, check in changes, play it again that next day. It's like, oh my God, you made it insanely bright, settle down. It hits everything that we want, and that's where we kind of stand on it.
That moment is both celebrated as like your moment of enthusiasm, but everyone else's moment of fear. It's the best.
Hold down. Hold down.
There are plenty of things to do and explore in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but one of our absolute favorite things was to build this amazing go-kart. Check it out.
show when we explore the secret origins of Rocket League and sit down for an exclusive interview with Final Fantasy creator Sakaguchi-san.
Plus, we discuss Kingdom Hearts, Crash Bandicoot, and share some of our favorite Overwatch cosplay. And for more of what you saw, check us out on Snapchat.
Remember, keep it locked to IGN.
Bye!